Right, it's the weekend. It's a blustery Sunday in Portland, Oregon. And we're looking at my puppy dog right here, who is camera shy. But oh, she's all of a sudden not so camera shy. This is Stella, the shop dog. We're at home today, and I specifically brought home a special car this weekend. This little Honda DX coupe. Well, it's not a coupe, it's a hatchback. It's an 89 Civic. I think it's an EF. I get mixed up. EF hatch. I'm gonna go with that. Did some work on it, got it running, new fuel, runs pretty good. Belongs to a family member of mine. And I brought it home for a special reason. I'm gonna teach somebody to drive. Not this someone, although she would probably do pretty good driving, but my 11-year-old daughter, my youngest daughter, has shown interest in driving. Although yesterday we were out driving with a stick shift and she was a little intimidated by all the gear changes and everything that goes along with shifting a manual transmission. So even though I brought this car home for her to drive, I don't think she's quite ready for it. She doesn't quite grasp the clutch in and the stick shift motion. I think we're going to start with an automatic. So I happen to have, as a good dad and a mechanic, another car that's an automatic just hanging out here at the house, and I think we're going to take that for just a preliminary driving, just to give her spatial awareness on how the road works. This is her first time driving. Stella, what do you think? You want to learn how to drive? I don't think you do. Another fun little tidbit is Halloween is a week away. We got these pumpkins at Safeway and we carved them and they just rotted within a couple days. Look at the mold in there. Poor pumpkin, that one went flat, and this one is on its way to the compost bin. Crazy. So speaking of compost bin, we've been using this Astrovan as our storage bin for quite some time. It hung out at the shop for many years. It's awesome. It's a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive Astrovan. It's served a lot of purposes. However, I just haven't needed it for anything but a storage space while we remodeled our basement. And oh boy, you gotta put some shoes on, sweetie.
I have them right here.
Okay, put them on. I'll get the car ready. This is my 11-year-old daughter who is wanting to drive. We have one requirement: you have to put shoes on first. So I gotta tighten up the battery cables in this thing, get all the security things off it, because somebody will steal this thing, believe it or not. Even though it's been wrecked by a semi, I bought it from a customer many years ago. It runs and drives perfectly, has new tires and brakes. However, it looks terrible. It's totaled. But it will make a great first driving vehicle for somebody who's never driven before and has really no idea how to drive. And I'm a little nervous about this, but she's been watching her older sister drive, and there's been a lot of pressure in the house now about her being driven by her older sister and her learning to drive. All of a sudden something's clicked. So let's get the battery hooked up and we'll see how this goes. Old-fashioned locks. Old-fashioned theft deterrents. Find the right key for this. It's got one of those keys that has the 4 edges. Good old van. Yesterday we looked at how things on the inside of a car work, like the shifter and the gauges and what they tell you. And today I just want to show you a couple things about the engine, okay, Nora? Okay. So obviously you open the hood to the engine to look at the engine. The engine is usually in the middle of the car. It's right here. And there's just a few fluids that you should check. The coolant, which is the radiator fluid, which is in there, and the oil, which is here. So you pull out this dipstick and you can check the oil. Why don't you do that? Just show me how you do that. Now it's going to be a long dipstick, so you have to hold it in the middle to support it, and you look at the very end. Okay? Pull it all the way out. All the way. It's a long one. See the end down there? See that there's some gold. This part right here has gold on it. That's the oil. and the oil should be up to the mark. There's a mark on it, right? It should say full. Well, this one does or not. It's full, it's clean. But that's the first thing you should do. So put that back in there. Goes right in that dipstick hole. It's a little hard to get started, because if your engine doesn't have oil, you just go ahead and push it all the way in like that. Push that all the way in. And your engine won't run. Push it all the way in. And the coolant, you can actually look in this bottle here. See how it's translucent? There should be a little bit. Look down in there. You see some in there?
Yeah.
If you just look in there, those two things will go a long ways on keeping a car alive. Now, I got to hook the battery up because I typically disconnect the battery for this car. And the way we do that is we just pull this out, and I'll hook this up for you. You don't normally have to do that, but this is the battery. And I'm going to hook it up. See how it's disconnected?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hook it up, and then we're going to go for a drive. This is the first time you've ever been in this car, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a really easy car to drive, and that's why I picked it. This is your key. Put the key in here, and see how I slide the key in there? I push it all the way in, and when I want to turn the key, I don't grab the key, but I grab this outside part, and then you can see all the lights on the dash. Can you look over and see all the lights on the dash?
Yeah.
And you just turn the key, and it starts right up. It's nice and quiet. Now, if you look at the center of the dash here, see this part right here underneath the speedometer?
Yeah.
It says PRND321.
Yeah.
Do you know what those mean?
No.
Okay, P is park.
Oh, N is neutral.
N
D
is neutral, R is reverse. So PRND. So we want to go to D to drive, right?
Uh-huh.
So put your seatbelt on.
It's on.
All right. And then when you grab this handle, you pull it towards you like this. With your foot on the brake, and you're going to go to D. See how the orange thing is on now in D?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're ready to drive. Let's go to a parking lot, and I want you to kind of get used to how I drive, all right?
Okay.
So I've got a parking lot in mind we're going to go to. It's wide and open. I think Nora's a little nervous about driving on the street with other cars. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
A little bit. The beautiful fall colors, look at that. We're going to go to a school or a college that's near our house. Okay, so when you get to an intersection like this, you always look both ways. All right? Before you go. See how there's cars coming?
Mm-hmm.
And when there's no cars coming, you can go. Parking lots that I wanted to use are completely blocked. Oh, let's try another one down here. Colors, they're awesome. Okay, let's see if this parking lot is open. I found a street that's really open, no cars. Oh, except for the car that's right behind us. You think this will be okay?
Yeah.
It's your first time driving? Mm-hmm. Okay, so watch what I do. I'm gonna turn the car off, right? Because I'm gonna put it in park, and I'm gonna turn the key off. Now it's your turn. Come on over here. Nor, what do you think? It's your first time driving. Let's see how you look behind the seat.
You can barely see.
You can barely see? Do you want to move the seat up?
Oh, I got it.
So let's get a pedal position. I want to just show you. So see the gas pedal is on the right, and the brake pedal is on the left. And what's this pedal do? This is the trick question.
Emergency brake.
That's emergency brake, right. So how would you put the emergency brake on? I just want to press that down. Yep, go ahead. Press it down. All the way. Go. It'll click. Well, this one doesn't click. And then, okay, let go with your foot. So the emergency brake is on. How would you release the brake?
Oh.
Pull that, and it should snap back up. See how it come back up? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move the seat up a little bit. So there's a lever here. Grab that lever, kind of between your legs, and scoot your butt up. Move it this way, like this. Now scoot your butt up. Scoot up. There. More, 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 more. Is that close enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay, you can reach the pedals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's one thing you have to learn if you're going to be a 1-foot driver or a 2-foot driver. So in other words, really, this foot should rest and that foot should do the gas and the brake. Because if you ever drive a stick shift, you're going to need to use, that's the gas, that's the brake. Mm-hmm. All right? Can you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see you push on the brake like you want to stop. Okay. Push on it. Okay. And how would you push on the gas? Okay. I know these are basic things, but we got to learn, okay? Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to go on the other side. a little nervous about this. Can't lie. I'm really nervous. She's never driven before. Okay. Get your seatbelt on.
Broken.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Okay. So when you start the car, you have to put your foot on the brake.
All the way?
Not all the way, but we're going to do 1 foot, right?
Yeah.
Your right foot. Are you right-footed?
Yeah.
Okay, so put your foot on the brake and turn the key. And remember how I told you to turn the key? Push it in all the way. Push the yellow part in all the way. Okay, and then take the black and twist it all the way. That's good, that's good. Once the car starts, did you hear it start?
Yeah.
And you kept trying to crank on it? Okay, so now your foot's on the brake. Pull this lever toward you and into D. Toward you.
Wait.
Toward you like this. You ready? That's D. All right. Now you're going to look in your mirror, make sure there's no cars coming. All right. And then maybe turn your turn signal on and let people know. See all the blinkers on? That you're going to move into traffic.
I'm going to turn around.
You're going to drive straight up to the end of the street.
Okay.
Okay? So take your foot off the brake and onto the gas. Go, easy, 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 easy. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Okay, look to your left, make sure there's no cars coming. Okay, turn the turn signal off.
How do I do that?
Okay. And now step on the brake. Show me how you know how to step on the brake. Not super hard. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, step on the gas. Now just a little bit, very, very little. We're just gonna go slow. So see the speed there? We're gonna stay about 10 miles an hour here. And that parking lot over there is open, so we might have you go in there. Okay, so slow down, put your foot on the brake. Put your foot on the brake. Good, good. Turn your turn signal on left. Right, pull that down, like that, yeah. Okay. And then look in your mirror.
Yeah.
And then go into that parking lot.
Okay.
Easy, 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 just a little bit of gas. You can just let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Turn. Good, this is good. This is just good for spatial awareness. We're not trying to go fast. So we're gonna go through that parking lot right there.
Okay.
Are you scared?
A little bit.
Okay, so brake. If you get scared, just put your foot on the brake. Good. This is really good. Okay, you can give it a little bit. Now, turn your steering wheel back straight. Feel how the car is moving. And you got your foot on the brake?
Yeah.
Because we're going downhill now a little bit, so the car is just rolling. Okay, so we're going to want to go a little bit to the right. This is the right. And then we're going to go back out onto the street that way.
Okay.
So turn your wheel to the left. Not too much gas. Turn faster. Okay, that's good. That's too much turning. Okay, give it a little gas, just a little gas. A little gas. Okay, straighten your wheel back up. Oh, that's good. You're doing good. That's perfect. Okay, so you're going to pretend like you're going to pull out. So pull out to the edge of the curb there. Look both directions. Remember, the cars can come from this direction as well as that direction. And did you look this way?
Yeah.
Okay, turn your turn signal on. Left. We're going to go do the same loop again.
All right.
Okay, make sure there's no cars coming because it's been about a while to the right. Okay. Give it a little gas, just a little gas. Yeah, feel how the gas is progressive. A little more, a little more. Okay, a little more. Gas. And straighten the wheel out. Try to get on this side because this is the side we're going to drive on. Doing good. Okay, turn signal on, slow down. There you go. Look in your mirror, make sure there's no cars behind you. Okay, go back into the parking lot. Good. Now swing a little bit more to the right this way because you're going to try to make it into the left that way. Now take your foot off the brake. You can't have your foot on the brake and on the gas. Good. Okay. Your foot's...
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Right.
But I think you have your foot on the brake and on the gas at the same time. Okay, that was a little smoother. Do you feel a little more confident now?
Yeah.
Kind of feel how the car is working? So stay to the right, because again, you're going to want to make a left turn that way, and you don't want to hit that curb or that tree. Looking in your mirrors too?
Yeah.
Sure there's no cars behind you? Okay, you can give a little gas. Don't cut the corner too sharp. Remember, you're going to want to be on your right side when you exit this parking lot. Because if there was a car coming, he would need room to get in. So come on up to the edge of the curb there and stop. And you're going to look both directions. Okay, put your turn signal on. You're going to go left again. And then go ahead and go. Be sure to look to the right. You can always look to the right more because you kind of pause. Get over to the right more. Good. You're doing good. You're doing really good, Nora. You want to go through the parking lot one more time?
Sure.
Okay. Turn signal on. Look in your mirror. Make sure there's no cars behind you. You're not cutting anybody off. Okay. Good. Okay, now we're going to do something a little different. Let's try to park over there by that tree. So what we're going to do is turn left a little bit here. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Put the brake on. Okay, now turn right and see if you can park up against this tree. So the front of the car is up against the tree. Good. Turn right more. More. All the way. Put it in a parking spot. Good. That's pretty good. You can give a little more gas. See how we stopped? But not too much. Okay. Straight ahead, straight ahead. Okay. That's pretty good. You're not quite in the lines, but we're going to try reversing now.
Okay.
So your foot on the brake, no foot on the gas.
No foot on the gas.
So go ahead and shift it into reverse. Pull towards you. Yep. One more click till it goes to R, right? Okay, now you got to look in your mirrors, this one and this one on this side.
Okay.
And the car is going to be in, the steering will reverse. In other words, when you're in reverse, you're going to want to turn this way to go back out of here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So turn all the way that way, all the way to left. Okay, and we're reversing, so look in your mirror. Give it a little bit of gas. A little bit of gas, not too much. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, put it back in the drive. Towards you and down. Good. Okay, so turn the steering wheel to the right. Now you're in drive mode and the steering will be normal.
Okay.
So go ahead and give it a little gas. Feel how the car is moving? So let's go back out to the exit and we're going to go the other way.
Wait, this way?
Yep, we're going to go this way. We're going to go back in the parking lot the opposite direction. You're doing fine. Let that car go by. Okay, pull up all the way to the edge of the curb there. Okay, now you're going to turn your turn signal to the right.
How do I do that?
Just same way. Stop. No, that's left. Which way is right? There you go. Perfect. And be sure to look to your left as you turn right. Turn right. Go ahead. And you're going to want to be close to this side of the curb over here. So be... There you go. Good. Okay, not too much. I gotta help you steer here. Okay. But you're on the right side of the road now. And you're gonna want to turn into that parking lot. So go ahead and turn your turn signal on. Other way, there you go. Right side. And you're gonna look in this mirror to make sure there's no cars behind you. Okay. Good. Good, that was pretty good. You feel like you're getting it a little bit better? Yeah, if we had the stick shift, I think there would just be too much. It'd be overwhelming. This is pretty good. Okay, let's go through this parking lot and we'll do the same thing over again.
Okay.
You feel like you're doing good? You want to take a break?
I feel like I'm doing good.
Okay, you keep going then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it. I'm gonna turn the heat off. It's getting a little hot in here. Okay, good. So take a right. Yep. Good. You're getting the gas and the, oh, you got to go all the way over here to get out. Otherwise, you're going to hit that grass. Remember, you're in control. Okay. Stop. Brake. Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's too much. So put it in reverse. Good thing we're in a parking lot. That wasn't a car. Reverse, R. Okay, look behind you. In your mirror. Okay, remember this car. Okay, brake. Okay, put it in drive. Okay, turn to the left. There you go. All right. Whew. Well, we didn't hit that curb. Okay, look out here. Good. Look left, look right. Turn signal to the right. So pull it up. There you go. Okay, let's go back in the parking lot again. Good. Good eyes on the road. Okay, so we're turning in here. So turn signal on.
Oh.
Yep. So you feel it went over the curb a little bit that time. Cut it a little close. Careful. So stay more towards the middle. Okay, you're doing pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go straight through this parking lot. Do you want to park it underneath that big tree again?
Sure.
Okay, so just head for the middle of the tree. See the tree trunk there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Look both ways, just make sure there's no cars coming. I know there's not any coming, but you always want to look around you. So, good. You're pulling right up to the tree. Not too much. Foot on the brake. Okay, pull up until you can feel the tires hit the bump. Not too much. Not too much. You scared me. This car can go pretty fast. A little more. Just that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Put it in park?
Yeah, go ahead and put it in park. Okay, how do you feel?
Good.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but do you feel nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit? Do you want to try more, or are you done?
I'm done.
I think so. That was really good. Okay, so how do you turn the car off? Just pull that back. Twist it back towards you. Just there until the car's off. And then how would you take the key out? There. See the key comes out? Okay, put the key back in. Okay, that was a really good first lesson, Nora. I have to say I'm a little nervous, but you did really good. I'm really glad that you got some spatial recognition around the car. So let's trade positions. Oh my goodness. 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 Okay. Here, why don't you stand by the car? I want to get a picture for Grandma Sue. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Good job, Nora. You didn't scare Dad too bad. What do you think? Well, wait. This is your first time. I want to interview you a little bit. There's a lot to take in, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been riding in the back seat for your whole life, and now you finally have actually gotten to drive. You can probably give your parents credit for being good drivers, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to drive more, or do you want to just let this sink in for a while? Maybe we'll do it again next weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. You did really good. Give me 5.